Guys, I feel old today. I feel very old today. I was in a Walmart for probably like 30 minutes, desperately looking for a micro USB. I had to go to fucking Target instead to find one. And it was like on the bottom of all the shelves. And like barely out of view. And there was like only a couple of them left too. I didn't think it would be so hard to find a micro USB, and I feel like that really shows my age. It was all USB-C and Lightning. Almost everything was just USB-C and Lightning. I feel like I'm looking for fucking composite cables for a goddamn old DVD player, thinking it's still like 2002. Fuck, I hate being 26. Howdy, everybody. Howdy, humans. Hope you're all having a good day today. We're doing art for real this time. I found an adequately lengthed micro USB cable. The first thing I did, and the reason I hadn't already bought a micro USB already, was I dug through all my old shit to see if I could maybe find the old cable that the tablet came with. Because, for those that don't know, when I initially bought this tablet, the setup I had at the time, the cord was too short for it to work for what I was using, so I had to buy like an extra long cable that I used for like 8 years probably at the point that this broke last week during stream. So, but I never threw it away. I never got rid of it because I was like, maybe one day I'll have a use for it. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. I just don't know exactly where it is. But the point is, I didn't want to spend too much time looking for it, so I just went out and intended to buy a micro USB. I went out, I bought myself water for stream, I bought an energy drink, I forgot the micro USB. So I had to go, I didn't want to go right away, so I waited a little bit, thinking this was going to be a one and done deal. I go to Walmart, we have the little story that I told like not too long ago. I do that all the time at the store as well, dude. I do that all the time. Where I'll like go out and it's like, okay, I'm just gonna grab these two things. I grab like one of the things, and then I like think that, oh, let me also grab this one here. And that just like erases the other thing from my mind. And then I have to go back later. This happened yesterday too. When I went out to go get a haircut and deposit some cash into my bank account. And I remember the haircut, but I also stopped by the store that was right by the haircut place and like got myself a couple of things. And I just drove straight back home, forgetting to deposit the cash, which I had to do that day because I had a bill I had to pay through Cash App. Because I have to use Cash App for my cash because my bank is a credit union that's back home and I didn't want to switch off of it. So I use Cash App to deposit cash into my bank account because you can do that. It's actually very cool. It's very cool that they let you do that. You have to pay $1 fee for like every time you do it. But like if you just wait until you cap out on the $500 maximum, like you're minimizing how much you have to pay and just doing standard transactions as well. Instead of instant, which I only do if I'm in desperate need of needing money in my account like yesterday. Which sometimes I am, and I might be at the end of this month. But we'll see about that. I think I'm gonna be okay though. There's so many bills around this point, dude. I had to pay a property tax bill. I had to renew my Live 2D, which I could have canceled it until I needed it again. However, Live 2D has a thing where if you get it like for 3 consecutive years in a row, like past that point, like it's gonna be cheaper. So I was just like, well, I intend to work on my 3.0 this year. So I don't want to just wind up paying more like later down the road, so just let that renew. And then next month, I also have my malware bites renewing. I gotta pay my card tab. Pay your card tab, please. And another thing is, thankfully, I don't have to do anything about this. The reason is I had to pay property tax on 2 cars. Because my old car is still like under my name, but it's back home with my mom's. And because of that, they were supposed to get everything switched over to them. However, they haven't had the time to do it, nor really the incentive because they haven't been driving the car that much. And I'm already paying them back for the current car that they bought me when I was having car issues when I visited back home last year during July. So because of that, like, it was just like, okay, I'll just keep paying things and I'll just subtract it from the debt until y'all switch things over. But we've reached an impasse where the registration for the car is about to expire. If I want to get that registration renewed, I would also have to do another test, which I'm not going to say what it is because I might be able to dox me, but just rest assured that I can't get the registration done without this. And because of that, this test is not back where I used to live. So obviously I need the car to get this test done. So because of that, they have to, like, actually get things switched over, because I can't get the test done unless I have the car. And they're not going to be able to get the test done there, because this test isn't a thing back where we lived. So, like, yeah. I won't have to be paying shit for that car anymore. But yeah, lots of bills. Lots of bills. That's on top of the school shit I had to pay for last month. And then I also have a trip back home that I'll be taking for Thanksgiving. Lots of shit, brother. Lots of shit. But I'm getting my life back together, like I posted on Twitter a while ago. Ugh. The tablet pen died. Oh, no! I fixed my tablet issue, and then I gave you one. Sorry about that, Docs. Sorry for the bad luck transfer. I should have waited a week to actually start interacting with you. My B. I gotta pay my car tab. I had to pay my car insurance today. I missed that money already. Yeah, it's mandatory too. You can't just not have car insurance. You cursed me, cope. Cope with it. Seethe, mold. Are the kids still saying that these days? I don't know. Apparently micro USB is an old man thing at this point, because it was nowhere in Walmart. I didn't expect that, man. I didn't expect Walmart to not have a micro USB. They have some ancient fucking shit in their electronics section. But a micro USB was just too much. I feel like I could actually find, like, composite cables there. But a micro USB was just like, nah, man, that's so retro. Says the store that is carrying vinyl records right now and vinyl record players. Oh, well. Anyways, I've yapped for, almost 8 minutes. I've yapped for almost 8 minutes, 18 if you want to include the break. It's just really quiet yapping. Let's actually get to the fucking art today, dude. I have no idea what. So, we left off on me trying to do the underbelly. We should get a lot further today than I would have gotten last stream because I'm actually energetic today. Malwarebytes scan my system. No threats were detected. Thank you, Malwarebytes. Dude, I could find a printer cable in Walmart. Wait, is that because they assume everyone is just using their printers wirelessly? Dude! That's stupid! People are still using printers, asshole! I understand, like, doing it wirelessly is, like, still a thing, but, like, businesses still use printers. Still use printer cables. Why the fuck are they selling them? I guess it's because they get them through a supplier. I don't know, man. It's fucking dumb. Anyways. Zurus. Fuck this thing. I just realized that I flipped the... I probably realized it before that I had flipped it. When I started drawing, but I forgot that I flipped it. God, that's gonna weird me. I'm glad I noticed that now, otherwise I would have been thoroughly freaked out when I actually went to draw him. I mean, when I actually, when I would fight him again in Magic, when I go home for Thanksgiving. Okie dokie. Let's see here. So, I was drawing the thingamabobbers. I am on a new layer right now, correct? I am. Yeah, I decided that would be a good idea. I forgot. I found it very odd that I had a good idea. So how long before Apple ditches the charging port altogether and forces us all to use wireless charging? I hope never. I hope by that point, everyone just burns down an Apple factory. As a joke. This is a joke, Twitch. Don't ban me. Don't bonk me for that one, okay? I, on stream, do not condone the, acts of burning down corporate property in the United States of America. I'm a good little wagey, rest assured. I'm a good little, not even wagey. I'm not even a wagey. I'm a server. I operate on tips. I had to buy a new printer recently, and every single printer begs you to just use it wirelessly and to sub to a monthly thing for checks and oaks being able to use your ink. Guys, use laser printers, please. Use laser printers, please. I love wires. My beloved wife, massive wires in my desk drawer. I also preferred wired shit these days. It's just easier, man. Like, I could use my Switch controller for games, but then I have to, like, go through the Bluetooth, like, every fucking time. It's just obnoxious. Meanwhile, with my PS4 controller, it's just plug it in. Just plug it in, it's done. You can go play Helldivers for as long as you want. Let me start on the scam of ink cartridges. Yeah, don't even get me started, dude. Don't even get me started on that shit, man. I'm not sure this looks right. Yeah, this doesn't look right. Yeah, I remember what I was trying to do before the cable gave out on the end of stream last time. I was going to, so, like, because the SNCC is, like, you know, sphere. Well, cylinder. Really long, slippery cylinder. Here's what we'll do. We'll do this first. And then I have to figure out how to make this look right. This, like, this inward, like, curving thing on, I hate it. Maybe it's just, like, maybe that works? Maybe. Maybe. Dude, the way I say maybe is completely, polluted by a very specific Bluey clip. Because I don't watch Bluey, though I would if you put it in front of me, but, like, I'm not, like, an active, like, Bluey fan. But, like, the first time I discovered that Bluey was, like, a thing and was, like, good was the 20 questions clip. And just the way, like, their uncle says maybe lives rent-free in my head, and that's how I say maybe now. I'll say thank you for the care package, Tiny. I'll get that taken care of real quick. I might be a Blue Origin fan. CC, I think we're talking about two very different kinds of blue things right now. I'm talking about a cute dog that has a surprisingly good TV show for both kids and adults. I gotta stand up. Get up, stand up. Just like my favorite underrated anime, Bo, which you all should totally watch if you want to go on a drug trip without actual drugs. Dude, I remember how happy I was to learn that Bobobo was in, like, that J-Stars versus Ultimate game or whatever. And I was really sad that he was not in Jump Force. Though maybe I'm grateful now because Jump Force was not very good. Did you know that every printer has a special code it prints onto every paper it prints that uses extremely small amounts of yellow ink, and that's why your yellow ink is more likely to run out first? I didn't know that part. Can we just... as a joke, just go up to the HP factories and just talk to them for a bit. I think that would be a cool thing for us to do. That can be like our community's first like get together. just going and talking to HP as a joke. This isn't something I actually want us to do. Which, yes, good for kids and adults. Just how Cogware likes it. With Shipwrecked, I'll be honest, I'm anxious to beat the game. Not just because I won't have to be tortured anymore, but simply just I want to, like, actually learn about the game's story now. Because I don't feel like I'm really getting that super well. I feel like if I was playing it by myself, I'd be a bit more incentivized to learn about that kind of stuff. But unfortunately, I am a Twitch streamer and I'm on a time limit for October. I want to get all the horror shit done by the end of October. So we're kind of having to speedrun it. And cheat a little. Just a little. Telling them to stop stealing our piss ink. I'm gonna pretend I didn't read that sentence. And I say that as the guy who willingly refers to himself as a piss dragon. So yeah. But yeah, like, I feel like I'm gonna be pretty into Shipwrecked for a bit after I actually beat the game, just as, like, a game, because I think the game is wonderful. I just don't like that I'm the one that's having to play it right now. I just don't like that I'm the one that's playing the game. I'm very picky on my horror, usually. And this one ain't up my alley. I'll be real with you. I don't like what I've heard about Layer 3. I want to stay on Layer 2. It's iconic. Birthday. Oh, shit. Do I still have the birthday command up? Shit. I thought I got rid of that. Fuck. Hold on. Fuck. I deleted it on Nightbot, but I didn't realize I still had it on. Whoops. I was curious. You can be curious about all the other things there. The thing is, I remember I think what happened was I acknowledged that the birthday command was there. I was like, oh, I have to go get rid of that. So I did it on Nightbot, but then I forgot to remove it on the actual title. Yeah, there you go. There's my quick lore summary. I put it on fucking Vtuber. Because I don't think I... Imagine if I just put, like, a lore dump command in chat. And just dumped it all into chat with no consideration. That would be kind of funny. What if I just had a lore command that just pulled lore from a random piece of media? That's, like, way deeper than it has any right to be. Like, you just learn a little bit of Kirby lore suddenly. That'd be a funny thing. Maybe I should ask Circuit about that. Okay. Kirby. I won't sing this because I don't want to get bonked. I know all the lyrics to that song, though. Rest assured. I know all the lyrics to the Kirby theme song. I memorized that shit in middle school. Make it a redeem. I do an OC stream with an OC, and I do an OC stream with exclamation point OC, and the bot just dumps a list of 800 OCs I have. Yeah, I remember you talking about those today. That was a really fun stream. I'm kind of glad that you stream at night, Docs, because that, in the morning, Docs, because that makes it easier for me to catch them in a way, because I stream at night. And the most frequent thing I have with people that I know and people that I'm friends with is that they always stream around the time I do, which makes it kind of easy for getting in raids. But as for actually, watching their streams, it's near fucking impossible. Because I'm usually at work or streaming. Okay, that looks a lot better for the belly. I'm glad I did that. Get text while Lily follow them. Follow them. I can watch them when I go into work. Yes, do. Now they're 8 away. Maybe. I don't know. Now they're 8 away from getting affiliate. We now have 3 alien dragons under our belt. There are 3 alien dragon VTubers. No, space dragons do not count. They're very different categories, okay? Space dragons and alien dragons are 2 different things. And I will die on this hill. Like, yeah, so a space dragon is technically an alien dragon, but they're not, like, going into, like, the alien aesthetic. Like, Dox has 2 mouths as well. Their second mouth is on their stomach. And Viz has 4 eyes. So what I'm saying here, chat, is that I'm the best of both worlds. I got both 4 eyes and 2 mouths, though mine's not on my stomach. I just have mine on my face like a fucking normie. Ironically, I'm drawing my ref right now, lol. Good. Get your ref. I always save the ref for last, dude. And I'm not gonna do that for 3.0, because I really want, like, every aspect of this design to be, like, perfect. Like, this is, like, how I thought about my models so far was 1.0 is just do something I can be satisfied with. 2.0 was impress myself. And with 3.0, I really want people to see this and be like, whoa, holy shit. With no, like, chance for, like, subjectivity there. I really want to go hard on this. So I am having to reel back a few of my thoughts. Just a few of them. I'm a blood rock that fell from the sky. The blood of the giants in the Aurora Borealis. Aurora Borealis? At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your giants. I feel like I do a half-decent Skinner impression. I can't do Chalmers to save my life. No. Damn, so I can't even see it. Lame. Alright, so what was my plan last time? I know I settled on doing this part of the body. I wasn't sure about the fins, though. I do want to lean more into this, though. Because that's what the client wanted. Like the general ideas, I can kind of, like, fuse them together, but, like, he preferred this one the most. So I'm trying to prioritize that one. So I guess I do this sort of, like, feathery scales. This'll be interesting. Okay. I was in Culloden, Scotland. And I absorbed the blood of a bunch of people who fought a battle there and grew into a person. Is this for your D&D character that you posted about, CC? I watched, I kind of skipped around in that video and watched bits and snippets, no? Was this a different OC? My real lore? X'd it out. Don't angry face me. Look, we already established in the Discord server today. We already established that gaslighting is not allowed. Gatekeeping and girl bossing is, though. I'm gatekeeping on the YouTube right now. Only 18 plus people can be on the chat. Only 18 plus people can see it. So I don't want another, I don't want another situation that we kind of wound up in last time. With, the one person who started with C. That was not named CC. Can I boy fail? Yes. Manspread, mansplain, and manslaughter is also still permitted. I'm almost 300 years old. Circuit? No, not Circuit. The other person that started with C. That is not Cyan Yans. The one that has the same name as a person in the lounge, but they were two different people. Does that work? Or did we have their stay like that short-lived that we just don't remember them anymore? Did I kill him that quickly? Communism, no. Yay, manslaughter! I really struggle when it comes to, like, her and shit, dude. Why can't I just be good at art? Why can't I just understand everything? Why must I take 10 years on everything I do? Actually, it's not looking too bad. I might be cooking after all. I might be doing a good job. Does it kind of... Yeah, it does. It's kind of floofy. Kind of floofy here. Maximum combo. I love this one section of Inferno where the announcer is just kind of ad-libbing. It's funny. Does this mean Cinder is the announcer in, wait, did I say Mortal Kombat? I meant Killer Instinct. I'm fucking stupid. I looked at Killer Instinct for a little bit and was like, will this be the fighting game I pick up? The answer was no. But I thought about it for a second. Will this be the mainstream fighting game I finally play? Nope. Oh my god. Okay, and then, like this? Does that work? My ear itches. Ugh. Why do I have to have such itchy ears, dude? I want to just keep my headphones on and jam. It's not fair. Literally 1984. I should probably add... Let me erase this and see how it looks. Erase some shit. That one is on layer 6, so I gotta come back to that one. I want to go and add... I've been re-listening to the Xenoblade X soundtrack a lot lately, and I kind of want to take a chance and add some vocal tracks into the playlist. Because I like some of them a lot, and they can kind of work with the general theming of the channel. I spent 10 minutes trying to find an OC ref that was literally my folder name labeled images I find. I don't know. If there's one thing I've accepted very quickly, Docs, your brain has ways. I've accepted this very quickly about you. I don't want to erase his head. God damn, I actually haven't done too bad a job. A little bit of touch-ups, but like nothing major. Back to me, though. Do you see? You are not... Well, I mean, you are made of blood. But you're not made of blood in that way. I'm a stone, but the stone part of me comes from the fear from the fear Kylus. Wait, what? The fear Kliss? I almost read it as fear chilies. And we know how I feel about chilies. It's a clip on the channel. It's also one of the clips that has the most dislikes. People did not like that I don't like chilies. Fear chilies? I do fear chilies. I don't want to go to a restaurant and have mid-food. I think they can go toe-to-toe with dragons. I don't know. I think I'd win against Chili's. Personally speaking. I will say the character and the lore behind Stone is cool though. It's a cool story. And I like that you're elaborating on the actual concept of Stone. And his cleverness and his coolness. Just, brother, I know you're proud of your characters, so own it. You don't have to say... You don't have to gaslight me into saying it's you. I'll say stuff about actual D&D now. Why, was that all the Stone lore? Or... Thinking of changing the timeline of my character's backstory a bit? In what way? Did, like, it not make sense for, like, certain events to happen before others? I have a D&D session night. Fucking lucky, man. I wish I had time for D&D. One of my IRL buddies asked me if I wanted to join the Pathfinder game, and bro, you have no idea how much I wanted to say yes. But I just don't have time, bro. Unless I wanted to just stop streaming. Which is an option. It's open to me. But I don't want to do it. Sunk cost fallacy my ass. I put too much into this shit. And I kind of, like, enjoy it and stuff. And I kind of enjoy all of you. So I kind of just don't want to, like, drop it for Pathfinder. Though I'm sure some people would say that's justified. I feel like this might be good enough. Well, you know what? I think... There we go. Maybe a little more right here. You get like a really tiny one. I'm using my big thinking brain. It's not very effective at it. I think that looks pretty decent. So he fits into a mercenary adventure idol group called Saber, standing for slaying all bastard evildoers rightly. Oh my god, that name is peak. I actually love that. Their motto being cool, cruel justice. I love them already. So brave of you to be thinking in this day and age. Well, I kind of read the little book called Progress and Poverty, so now I'm just cursed. I'm cursed with knowledge. I just have to watch the world burn, as I know exactly what it would take to kind of just fix everything really easily. I'm burdened with knowledge. I don't like this one. I don't like this one. I don't enjoy this one. It makes me uncomfortable. It does not spark joy. It does not. Like, I look at this and I'm like, you're wrong. That's just kind of how I operate on my art. I just look at all my stakes and I just keep touching them up until they look less shit. I have no idea what I'm actually doing. Why are people paying me for this again? Especially with how fucking long I take. I mean, that's kind of why I make my shit so cheap. because I know it's gonna be a while until I actually finish it. So, like, who the fuck wants to pay, like, extra money to wait? And it's something I feel like a lot of, like, I have, hold on, I'm checking something. Checking something real quick, don't mind me. Okay. But I have an art buddy of mine that's kind of... He's really high-priced, but he takes a really long time. And I really want to tell them that, but he's, like, really adamant about his pricing and his skill set, but at the same time, like... boy, like, don't get me wrong, his art takes time, but it's like, you also have to keep in mind that people are paying, like, money to wait, too. Or rather, they shouldn't be paying money to wait. At least that's my mentality with it. Writes on Notepad, calm rise in the future. You're gonna be waiting a bit. Because after this and one other column, I have to draw Edelgard for a subathon reward. And then after that, I can work on all my other shit. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I keep my shit on the cheaper end. A, because I'm not too good, and B, because I take a while. And I think more artists need to, like, take time into account when they're making their prices. Because even if what you draw is, like, super good, if it takes like 2 years, nobody wants to pay $200 to wait 2 years. You know? Few months, sure. Like 1, 2, 3 months, but once you start hitting like the half a year point, I think that's when you really need to start like taking into account like the length of your process. You love Edelgard, you're not gaslighting me into this, CC. We banned it, remember? That's gotta be a funny joke for a bit. I don't know, I give it like 1 or 2 movie nights until we stop it. That's usually the length of our jokes, I feel. I want to be talking about Lucario dying from chocolate poisoning for a bit. And like after like 2 movie nights of me like making people watch, I don't know, fucking Parkour Civilization 3, we're gonna be like, eh. And we'll forget. Even the fact I'm still labeled as Dark Rise in the server, like that, the joke's ancient. It's immortalized with this garden as everyone's, but that's about it. Anyways, let me read up. They took in Cassius, thinking they could push him into being in a constant state of rage as a barbarian, or at least have it be a very advanced rage. But Cassius both had his rage less and less potent over and over time. And also took up wearing armor and wielding dual swords like his teacher, which his teacher actually hated. So Saber had him shot through the leg and left him behind. Man dual wielded and they found that unacceptable. I paid $60 like 4 years ago and the artist still hasn't started mine. Docs, can you go get your money back? That's ridiculous. Even for $60, that's ridiculous. Parkour Civilization. Parkour Civ 3 isn't a thing. Give him time. Give him time. They'll find a way. I paid for 2 character arts on the 7th. It's not done yet. I mean, on the 7th of October, well, that's fine. Like, I waited, let's see here. Which art do I want to showcase as, like, an explanation is, like, the time it took for art? Let me look here. Ah, yes, this one. This one took about, like, 3 months. This one specifically took about 3 months of time that I was waiting. and it was clearly worth it. And I paid about $70 for this. It was a skeb, so that was why it was cheaper. And the fire is the wrong color on it, unfortunately. Can't get that fixed because skeb, but yeah. Really good price for what I paid, and with the length of time it took. It was very reasonable. And it's tasty. Yeah, this is one of my favorite arts. If the fire was yellow, it would literally be perfect. But I can't get that fixed, unfortunately. Actually, while I'm here, let me pull up another art that took a bit of a hot minute that I still fucking love. Yeah, this one. This one also took like a couple of months. And I got it for like around 40 bucks on Skeb. Still one of my all-time favorites. God, this shit is so good. I still have it as my phone background, dude. It's such a good piece. I love how I look in it. Like, I will say, for 3.0 Rise, expect me to go more in the direction that these two pieces did. For Feral, specifically. I fully intend to make him a bigger, spikier boy. Because as it stands right now, he kind of smooth. He kind of smooth, all things considered. But these two pieces have given me a solid direction and reference to go off of, and I fully intend to go more that route. 100%. Anyways. Go ahead, remove that. There we go. That's a hell of a tangent. What am I working on? I was working on fur. I suppose, man, at this rate, I'm kind of almost done with the actual, like, snake. I suppose I go ahead and I start giving him those little wings. Just a couple of them. Maybe, like, one here. And then maybe, like, you can see a bit of another at another point. That's what I'm thinking. Also, I meant to respond to that. It's PvP Civ now. Yeah, I watched a little bit of PvP Civ, and I kind of just lost interest. I don't know, man. I feel like the absurdity of Parkour Civilization is what helped it a lot. The fact that everything was parkour is, like, what helped it, like, boost it to this memeage it is now. So it just being PvP, it's just kind of boring. Like, yeah, oh, yeah, PvP Civilization. Yeah, I can totally see that. But Parkour Civilization, it's just like, that's one of the stupidest things I've ever fucking heard of. Let me spend an hour sat down listening about this. Or was it 2 hours? I think it was a 2-hour video for the first movie. PvP is more believable. Yeah, exactly. It might get better. I don't want to wait for it to get better, though. Another thing that I think helped Parkour Civilization get to the point it did in terms of, like, internet popularity was that there was 2 full movies of it you could just watch all the way through. So it's just like, let's be honest about ourselves. I think there's a reason Parkour Civilization did not take off immediately. Because let's be real. The early, like, you'd watch the early episode, think this is so silly, and then you'd never watch it again. But the fact there's a full movie of it, 2 of them, that you can watch all the way through, it holds your attention better. While also kind of turning your attention off. As Circuit was talking about. Like adding parkour to the PvP. Then that just admits that you had to do Parkour Civilization again. And at that point, you should have just done Parkour Civilization 3. Because jumps get you critical hits. Yeah, and the movies make it peak. Exactly. I hope someday he adds all the different civs he made into one huge everything civ. Then you're just playing Minecraft. That'd be a good April Fool's joke, actually. Just like, can I survive in Minecraft Civilization? In Minecraft Civilization, you have to dig to get what you want. In Minecraft Civilization, iron is almost everything. It's used in so many things, but everybody really strives to be clad in full netherite armor, which only the absolute Minecraft pros can get. That would be, he needs to do that now. Evpo, if you're watching this, you can just take that idea. Just take that idea and roll with it for an April Fool's joke. You don't have to pay me shit. Just make that, please. We gotta make Parkour Civ 3. I am not doing that. You can do what you want, CC. Do whatever you need to do, but I'm not making Parkour Civ 3. Mostly because I probably suck at parkour. We do so many takes it would take the end of time for me to actually, like, finish it. Only the pros can get netherite gear. Like, literally just Minecraft. I feel like one needs to be moved a little bit. Maybe that looks better. I still think it needs to be moved a bit, though. Just a little. Around here. Yeah, that works. Surprised he never used ender pearls for parkour? Yeah, ender pearl parkour would have been super cool, actually. What's my favorite Minecraft mob? It's hard to say. Because the thing is, I fell out of Minecraft stuff around the time the Wither was added, and I did try to get back into things, and then I learned that phantoms existed, and I never wanted to play the game again. But besides that, I don't know, man. I was always just really fond of the Endermen. I just thought they were cool. Especially because of the Slenderman craze at the time. And I was Slenderman for Halloween, so that definitely added brownie points for me personally. I even had a proper mask for it and everything. Like an actual morph suit mask. I looked damn good. And I was tall as shit for my age. So, like, I still was, like, towering above everybody. Was fun. Enderman. It probably also didn't help that, oh, wait, actually, no. I take this back. Ghasts. Ghasts are my favorite. I think they're cool. I think ghasts are super cool mobs. And another reason for that definitely helps the case is, Mob Talker. What did I say? I wasn't listening. If anyone remembers that mod, you're an honorary old fart. Blazes were the best. I thought about blazes for a minute because of that other mod that I just mentioned. But that's how I actually remembered that ghasts were a thing. I was like, wait, no, I take this back. Ghasts are super cool. Even discounting that mod. Like, ghasts are just awesome. They're just really unique. Okay, so I'm seeing the vision. I'm seeing the vision. It's coming to me. And I am coming to it. I am coming. Ellie would be laughing a lot at that one. Why did you say yippee to that? Why would you do that? That was supposed to be a rise. God, you're a fucking idiot. Why would you say that? And you're out here being like, yippee. There we go. The vision. Actually, there we go. Hey, Docs, you know where this song's from? I'm sure it won't make you sad if you remember where this song is from. I'm sure it won't make you remember something that you're trying to not think about too much right now. Oh shit, ad break's about to start. Fuck. That almost snuck up on me. Alright, everybody, we're gonna take a quick 3-minute ad break. This is gonna be a good opportunity for people to get some water, get some snacks, use the bathroom, do whatever y'all humans need to do. As soon as we come back, more art, more songs, more weird tangents, and more unhinged bullshit. So, with all of that being said, bye for now. Howdy, everybody. Welcome back. Hope you all had a good break. Hope you got done what you needed to get done. And I'm about to get more done on this, snake. There wasn't a lot to that statement, I'll admit, but it is what it is. Okie dokie. Like that. Yeah, that works. That's good enough for me. Print it, send it. Just send this to the client. They'll love it. Surely. I actually haven't sent anything about this to the client yet. I should probably do that. I don't know why I haven't. I think I just haven't been thinking about it. But yeah. Well, I know I didn't do it the first time because I intended to work on it more. Because I wasn't happy with the first result. But right now, there ain't much reason. Don't scare me. I was listening to a single track of one of my other playlists. I am loud. I am loud, but you accepted that once you entered the stream. A very loud individual. Once you're in the Rise of Your 2 chat, unmuted, you know what you're getting into. If you don't know what you're getting into, you're lying. Okay, I've never fucking done wings like this before. Or a learning experience. Yay! Hooray for me. I get to learn. It's like school all over again. I think making him pointier is a good start. Oh, hey, look. It's more intrusive thoughts to play for the game. God, one thing I'm really bad at, dude, is making things that are, like, way too uniform. I don't know how to get, like, that organic, like, artisticness, you know? Plus, I don't even think I'm doing this at the right angle. I should be starting from here. There we go. You and your sippies, CC. CC sippies. I got sippies all throughout the stream. I have the most useless hydrate redeem in the world. Unless I'm really locked the fuck in. Which I might be on Rain World. I usually take a sip whenever I die, so. Apple cider. I'll be honest. Never been a big apple guy when it comes to, like, drinks. I like apples, but I don't like apple juice, apple cider. Something about apple in liquid form just doesn't do it for me. Probably because I don't like actual apples, usually. Like your standard red apple. I like stuff like, Golden Delicious. I always like Golden Delicious. Speaking of sweet stuff, hi, Bad. Hello, Detective Tyrell Bad. Thank you for joining us today. You know how to make feathers look nice. Actually, I think I just figured out how to make them look nicer. Thank you, Tyrell Bad. You are who I credit this. You're who I credit this to, specifically right now. Thank you for your contribution. Stick around for as long as you need to. I know you have a lot of cases to get done. Or prison time to serve, technically. What everyone's sipping on tonight. I'm sipping on water. Oh yeah, what are we oh-yang about? Is it the fact that I have investigations too? Because that's gonna be our next Wednesday game once Twitch, Rain World, and Lena's Inception are done. I want to get to that game as fast as fucking possible. Nah, I got him out. What do you mean you got him out? Yes, to have Bad out, you redeemed him. Or are you trying to redeem Geist too? He's right there. Yes. You redeemed him. So he showed up. You paid him good money to be here. Okay, I'm fucking up these wings. I need, like, feather wing ref. Feather wings. Speak Bad's name and he will appear. Damn, these are some cool cosplay ass. These are some cool cosplay wings. Like, dude, look at this shit. Hold on. This looks fucking badass, dude. Falling Metal Pipe, my beloved wife, Falling Metal Pipe. Yeah, we had, during the subathon for my 2-year anniversary, we had a poll. One of the rewards was a new redeem, and we had a poll in the server for what it should be. People could have thought of anything in the world. Anything in the world. And we voted for a simple metal pipe falling sound effect. Anyway, here are these wings I was talking about. Don't those look fucking cool, dude? Those look fucking badass. They look fucking rad, dude. Anyways, I need to find other, like, I'll just let y'all gawk at those for a bit. Okay, so I see one of the things I'm doing wrong. It's hard because the ref he gave me is so fucking JPEG and shitty, and I asked him if he had other ones, but he didn't. So I've been massively improvising like this entire time. You know, this one might actually help. Maybe if I looked up Winged Serpent, I'll find something closer to what I'm looking for. Winged Serpent. That's Baphomet with titties. I'm not showing that on stream. I'm just saying, like, I looked up Winged Serpent, and I found Baphomet with titties. Has Baphomet always had titties? I just didn't know. Is that a thing? Apparently there's a movie called The Winged Serpent, but that's just a fucking dragon. The Court of the Winged Serpent. Bro, why is this so hard? Okay, here's a good one, actually. Here's actually a good one that I can use. There's Baphomet with titties again. Have I not known that Baphomet has titties this entire time? Why are there 2 instances of Baphomet with titties? When I look up Winged Serpent. Oh, wait, actually, this one's really good. This is really good, ref. This is, like, exactly what I need. Okay, this is what we're using. Okay, now I'm really curious about the Baphomet with titties thing. Is this, like, a thing that I just don't know about? Baphomet. Has Baphomet always had titties? No, yeah, Baphomet's always had titties. It seems like, yeah, Baphomet's always had titties. It's just in more modern depictions, they give them a, like a male chest, but like in all of these other depictions, like Baphomet has titties. Just straight up breasts. Yeah, and then here's another one where it's a Baphomet statue at a conversion room at a satanic temple. But he has pecs there. Damn, Satanists are fucking pussies. They don't want to give Baphomet their... they don't want to give Baphomet their titties. They don't want to... They're too afraid of the truth. Oh, fucking pussies, dude. I expected better from y'all. I expected much better from y'all. I don't want to give Baphomet their titties. It sucks I can't show y'all any of this. But like, just look up Baphomet. At least on Brave Images, because that's what I use. But, like, I see so many instances of Baphomet with titties. And just, like, damn. You know, congrats on Baphomet's top surgery, actually. Maybe that's what happened. Those are stats. Yeah, I didn't even read that chat yet. I didn't even read that yet. I just made that joke. Other statues of her pre-op. Only ones I'm showing are of Marianne. Like Fire Emblem? Or is there... Do I know very little about Baphomet lore? Because I don't. I don't know a lot about Baphomet lore. Only ones I'm showing are Marianne and other Hilda. You have shown far more than that, for the record. You've shown far more than that. The ref. Before I got hung up on Baphomet's titties. Here's the ref I was trying to look at. Or trying to post. Like, this is exactly what I need. I bet, honestly, I could even distort it in a way that I can get it to look correct. If I just flip it a certain way. Actually, let me just cut out the wing. That's even better. Just remove all the fluff. No more fluff. You have been forbidden from being fluffy. Alright, then... Can I select inverse? Invert select area. There we go. Cut. Perfect. And Byleth. I notice you're always, like, perpetually on a Fire Emblem kick, CC. Flip horizontal. There we go. Perfect. It's enough. It's enough of what I need. Alright, and then let's do a scale up, scale down. Just make that shit really big. Like obscenely big. There we go. Now I start doing mesh transformation. This is where all that live 2D practice is going to come in real good handy. Fuck, I didn't want to do that. This is what I've been training for the past 2 years. Every time I do this. I'm not gonna copy this to the... Fuck. I'm not gonna copy this to the letter. It's just to give myself an idea. A better idea than what I currently have. God knows I have no good ideas up here. Oh my god, this is... this is so many levels of cheating. But hey, you do what you need. You do what you need, you do what you must, because you can. Alright, this looks pretty good. That is perfect. That's exactly what I needed, dude. Alright. This is gonna be simplified the fuck, but it tells me the general, like, idea. And all I need are ideas, because all I have are ideas. None of them are good. So let's see here. So we got... I think what I'll do is... Why is it white? And did it become white? I do not understand. So, like, right there. Right there, right on. Dude, I'd really like to play Sonic Rush at some point. Cringe lent it to me like years ago, but I never really got far in it because I sucked at video games. Sonic Rush mention. Dude, I listen to the OST sometimes, usually Bomber Barbara, mostly because of that meme of Sonic hitting the gritty, like flashing in my mind. I'm just like, I should go listen to that song. So I do that, and then I'm happy. Blowing up now. I know very little about Sonic Rush Adventure, though. I played the first couple levels of Rush on Cringe's copy of it. Alright, like that. I should round the feathers out more around here. Like, they slowly get, like, rounder. Sonic Rush and Sonic Rush Adventure are my favorite games ever. I can understand that. They're very, like, they were very solid 2D Sonic games. My favorite Sonic game is probably Unleashed. I will say that Frontiers was kind of competing a little bit, but I feel like that was more because of Kellen Quinn than anything. Alright, let's just see how this generally looks. Doesn't look too bad. My main issue is these are kind of like not oriented correct down here. I can take care of that later. Thank you for the care package, Tiny. I'll get that taken care of right now. Yep. That's a good stretch of my calves. Actually, it's my thighs. Actually, no, it's my calves too. Never mind. There we go. Unleashed and Frontiers were both top tier. I am just biased to Funny Purple Cat in the DS. Yeah, I like Blaze a lot. I love the parallels to her in Sonic, dude. I love what went into her character design. It's one of my favorite things about her. And I think her and Sonic would make a cute couple, I'm just saying. These days I prefer Sanae's to Sanemi. I just like the dynamic. These are weird feathers. It's great, very fair. Yeah. So the real question is that like an advanced form of self-cest in that case, since they're parallels? These are the important questions. I don't even know why I'm doing. I shouldn't be doing it like this. See, now I'm just being lazy. I had to like look at the concept of what's here and then like kind of like go off that. Like these are more like rounded feathers that are like covering up stuff here. I should be starting from this. Already not quite where I wanted. You know what, I'm gonna fix that real quick first. Think so. Very fair. Okay, but is that self-cess because they're technically the same person from alternate dimensions? Did you say that before I said my self-cess thing? Because I was not looking over here. I was not looking over here at all. Also glances at the UT fandom. You want to buy some death sticks? I am good right now. I don't know what those are, but they sound scary. Also, speaking of which, speaking of the Undertale fandom, I think I need to bestow upon you some very important lore about me, Docs, because I, at one point, made a Kirby and Undertale AU called Underpuff. I don't know if you've heard of it. I know you've been on Tumblr for most of your social media presence, so you might have run into it. But it was a little thing called Underpuff. I'm not sure how aware you are of it. But if you aren't... I did wind up canceling it early, though. But I did make it. I am the creator of that. So let me just grab this real quick. I'll just post... I mean, let me post the Dream Collection part of it, because that actually contains the parts. But, yeah, there you are. All that was made by yours truly. I have the assets and everything. What I cannot do is sign into the Tumblr. And there's a reason for that. You see, at one point, the password I used for a bunch of applications got taken in a data breach for another site. And a lot of my accounts were like starting to like get compromised. And I was like trying to put a stop to that really fucking quickly. Actually, they weren't getting compromised. Like, people were making accounts, like, with my, like, shit. I don't remember exactly what happened. All you need to know is I need to change my password in multiple places. So I went and did that in multiple places. However, one place I could not do that was Tumblr. Because in my haste to change all my passwords... Wait, hold on. Is this how the story went? Hold on, I need to rethink some things. No. Okay, I remember now. It wasn't the password thing that did this. I changed my phone number at one point. Yeah, okay. Now I remember. All right, now I remember the full story. I mean, the password thing was completely unrelated. The password thing was completely unrelated. What locked me out of my Tumblr was, at one point, I had accidentally given my phone number to a fake job application website when I was trying to find a new job. I wanted to work at Costco, and I had a bit of a slip up, and I didn't get all the way to where I was putting in, like, super vital information, like my social security number and stuff. But I did wind up putting in my phone number at one point. And because of that, I started getting a bunch of spam calls on a number that, until that point, had been completely spam free. And it got to me, and I wanted a new number. So I got a new number. And unfortunately, that number wound up being just as spam calling, if not worse. But obviously, I don't want to try risking that again. Especially with what followed afterwards. Because I had two-factor authentication on a lot of websites at that point. Because of the password issue that happened previously. Alright, so it was a little related. But that made me set up 2FA on, like, a bunch of my shit. And so I changed my number. I'm not able to access anything. However, on most websites, I was able to get like different passwords like emailed to me. And the only reason I was able to access my email was conveniently the old phone I had used on my mom's phone plan, on our family's phone plan, that still had my old phone on it, was still active. And I had that set as a two-factor authentication on my Google email. So I was barely able to get into my Google. By a stroke of luck, the planets aligned. Literally, the family plan was about to go out in like a month. So like barely was able to get this done. However, one of the websites that would not, for the life of me, give me any access to any kind of password reset without two-factor authentication was Tumblr. So I am just permanently locked out. So I can't prove it by logging into the Tumblr, but I could prove it through showing you literally everything else if need be. I have like that PSDs I animated certain scenes in still on my computer. Functional website, yeah. Yeah, that all of that just to say like I can prove that I made this. I can log into the Reddit that I posted the parts with, and the fact that I owns the underpuffs on Reddit that nobody ever used, but yeah. That was a tangent, Jesus Christ. Trying to debate when I should stop working on this today. I'm thinking after I get these wings done, or if I'm really close to getting the wings done. I think that's a good point to stop. Big lore drop, yeah. Learning that I made Underpuff is like a rite of initiation for anyone I talk to on a semi-frequently basis. It's one of the first things I'll like talk about and like show shit off with. Normally I just show them a couple of the animations I made for it. But in the case of you, I feel like I can actually link you the Tumblr and you might actually go and read the comic. Because you are both an Undertale fan, an Undertale AU fan, I think, and a Kirby fan, and a Tumblr user. So that all feels perfectly up your alley. Though you're not forced to read it, obviously. If you don't wind up reading it, I'll just send you the animations I made for everyone else. Gloat a little bit and be proud. And then leave it there. I remember reading it. Yo! I found an Underpuff fan in the wild! Let's go! You did read Reboot, right? You never looked at Preboot? Reboot never glazed your eyes, correct? I was a huge AU fan back in the day. Let's fucking go! I actually found one! I found someone who knows what the fuck I did back in my 18-year-old years. This actually makes me very happy. I'm actually very happy that someone knows what Underpuff is and read it. That makes me incredibly happy. Did you like how I wrote Adeline? She was my favorite character to write for. That's why I have an Adeline plushie right now. Underpuff is the reason Adeline is my favorite Kirby character. This is canon. Because she was the first character I had to write for, and thus the one I grew the most attached to. And I wrote her to be such a sassy fucking child. Or if you're really old, if you were a real OG, you remember when I made her an adult because I just was bad at writing, and I thought to myself, like, well, Toriel's old, so Adeline should be old. Let me just age her up for that. Let me make her old too. And then I realized that didn't make sense, like, in any interpretation of the timeline. So I rushed to fix it and just retcon the whole thing. But all of her dialogue remained. So she was still a sassy child. But I had a plan for that. She was just pretty much raised by Dedede. Of course she's a sassy little shit. Dedede's an asshole. Which is really funny because Kimmy Omega in his Kirby Guardian series also kind of has Adeline raised by DDD, and I just feel so validated by that. I'm not crazy. This ideal wasn't stupid. Someone did it for something unrelated. Bro, what if I just learned one day Kimmy Omega was an Underpuff fan, and that he took inspiration from me to make them have a bit of a brother-sister, whatever the fuck relationship? That would make my day. That would make my day to learn that. I was in middle school when I was reading all the AU stuff. You see, I was in high school when I was doing it. Because I think I have 6 years up on you. Because I'm 26, I'm an old fart. I'm starting to feel the age. I'm already going through a midlife crisis. But yeah, I was reading it and making it in high school. Oh shit, wait, do you know the part about Underpuff? For pre-boot, where I was making that shit entirely on a Wii U. Do you know that part, though? Are you familiar with that part of Underpuff's development? I don't get many, to everyone else in chat, I don't get many opportunities to talk about this with people that knew what the fuck I was doing back then. Let me have this, okay? I know this may kind of be boring to everyone else, but trust me, this is a massive part of Rise of your lore, okay? And I have somebody that not only knows that existed, but read it. I don't think I do. My middle school ages were very muddy in my memory, damn. But yeah, the computer I had at the time was really slow, really shitty. It couldn't even run Undertale's demo. So because of that, so as a result of that, I found an app on the Wii U, which I used for all my internet needs at the time. It was faster than the laptop we had. The goddamn Wii U, hell, the Wii's internet browser was better at browsing the internet than my fucking laptop. Let that sink in. The Wii's internet browser was preferred to our family laptop. The 3DS's internet browser was preferred to our laptop. And I would bet money that somehow, some fucking way, if I had access to the cartridge for it, that the Nintendo DS's internet browser would still be preferable. I would guarantee you it would at least be on par with that fucking dinosaur. But besides the point, because of my shitty internet situation, my shitty computer situation, I had to change things up. So I had to make things, in a bit of a different way. So I found an app on the Wii U called Pixel Maker. That could do a lot of things, actually. It was actually a pretty like, looking back, it was actually a pretty robust pixel art program. It was kind of bare bones, but it could do some things that even like programs that people like regularly use like couldn't really do too well. Like transparency was a big one, because I wound up switching to paint.net for my Undertale AU needs, but paint.net was really like stupid about transparency for some reason. I had to like work around that, and it was really fucking annoying. But besides the point, this is not going the right way. I don't think it is. I think it should be a bit of a steeper curve. That might be working. Maybe. Still don't like it. Redoing that. Oh, we can keep the first view. First two. Yeah, that works. But, anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, it was a good pixel art program, but obviously I'm doing this on a Wii U. How the fuck am I gonna upload to Imgur? Even though it looks like shit. How am I gonna get this from my Wii U onto Imgur? Because at the time, they actually added it in an update, but I still wasn't fully able to, like, use it this way. Because I didn't have an SD card. They did have SD card, like, transferability later down the line. But at the time, I had no means of doing that. So what I did was for every single panel I made, every single one, every individual panel that was pretty much made by hand. I had no, like, sprite sheets or anything. I took every single one of those. I took screenshots of them through Miiverse, saved them to my Miiverse gallery, and then later on the shitty computer, I would go over there, and I would... Actually, no, I did it on the Wii U, too. I used the Wii U's browser. I would only go to the family computer if I had to, like, reorganize some things, reorder some things, because you couldn't really do that on the Wii U browser. I would copy the link address of every single one of those images, and I would post them to Imgur through the image address. Every single individual panel. I did this for 7 or 8 parts before I rebooted, and I had an actual functional computer. Yeah. I was a determined fucking shit. Because the whole reason I ever started Underpuff in the first place was it was something I wanted to see, and I didn't... Not only did I never see anybody who made it, but even when I did see someone who made it, they made it in a way that I just wasn't satisfied with, because I was a big Kirby lore nerd. I still am a big Kirby lore nerd. But because I could never find anyone who was making it in a way I was satisfied with, like they got, like, certain, like, lore things wrong. I was like, I can do better than this. They can do better than this. I will do better than this. So I went and I made Underpuff, and I tried to keep it more lore accurate. Even in pre-boot, I was doing my damnedest. And in reboot, I really got my bearings. You ever buy an entire magazine from Japan just to learn some very obscure lore about a very specific spin-off title? And have your friend that knows Japanese translate it for you? And you barely learn anything specific from it? And really, it was just to make sure the story you were telling, like, wasn't going to be compromised by one tiny bit of lore. Where you were just seeing if things you were, like, having them... Because you have to make up a few things for a very lore-based story in Kirby. And you're not going to avoid it, unfortunately, but... Yeah, okay, so the feathers, like, slowly start to straighten out. Interesting. But anyways, I did that, and I still own the magazine. It came with some nice posters, actually. I have them hanging on my wall right now. I got them laminated at Staples. I have a Kirby 64 one, a Kirby Dreamland 2 one. They're actually dual-sided. The 64 one has, like, a Superstar side to it, but I don't like that one as much. And there's also a Return to Dreamland and Robobot double-sided one. I prefer the Return to Dreamland side, because I prefer Return to Dreamland. Because I like Magalore. Everyone likes Magalore. He is Marks, but he actually had time to do his villain things well. I am not the biggest Marks fan. I will be completely honest. Marks is kind of just not my... Like, look, he's fine in a vacuum, but once you pair him up with Magalore, he just hasn't aged well, okay? He's just worse Magalore now, and I hate that people, like, parade him as some, like, super, like, interesting, like, plot twist. Like, no he fucking isn't, dude. Even for the time, he was pretty lackluster. You wouldn't even know who Marks was if you didn't wait on the title screen for a few seconds in Superstar. Superstar Ultra, you have more ground to stand on, but... I don't know, man. I don't hate him, but he's just worse Magalore to me. I'm not big on Marks. I will prefer the egg in every single circumstance. But that's me. Ironically, Marks is my favorite, but that's incredibly fair. Yeah, like, it's not like I don't get why people like Marks. He's a little clown guy. Little clown guy, he's a little trickster. He's on his little ball. He kind of looks a little crazy sometimes. I completely get the love for Marks. It's just, for my tastes, and for my preferences, he's not for me. No matter how hard I try. Like, in comparison to Magalore, he just can't live up. So it's like, I'm fine with him. I just don't, I just look at him and then I look at Magalore, I'm just like, he's from a bygone era where you had to wait on a title screen to see the intro cutscene for some reason. I will never understand that about Original Superstar, and I'm so glad they fixed that in Ultra, because that made no sense whatsoever. I think it more so makes me mad. Less from, like, in-fandom love for him, and more out-fandom love from him. Because I distinctly remember just being upset during, like, the Smash Ultimate period, where everyone was shouting for Marks because of Star Allies, and I was just like, oh, give it to Magalore! Because this was also coming off of, like, having literally nothing post-Superstar, almost, in Smash Brothers, and, like, having another character from Superstar when we have, like, nothing, almost nothing significant post-Superstar, was just like, please, stop talking. All of you. You haven't even played anything since Ultra, and you played Star Allies because it was on the Switch, because everyone had a Switch. I want you to stop talking. There are like a bajillion other characters in this franchise that deserve it more than Marks to be a playable character. And then we got Steve Minecraft. Minecraft deserves to be in there. Minecraft fully deserves to be in there. I have clown lore, so he's enjoyable to me. I get that. Yeah, I think a lot of, like, my disdain for Marks... Again, I say I don't... At the time, it was disdain. I've relaxed a lot. But at the time, like, I got so sick of hearing about Marks. Because I got so sick of Superstar and nothing else in Smash. It was so fucking frustrating, dude. Please, like, literally anyone but Superstar's main representation when we've got nothing but that for years, dude. I'm tired of Sakurai's bias in this franchise for the games that he made. Modern Kirby has so much more depth and, like, care put into it, and I want that to be represented. But here I see all of the masses cheering for the clown that also comes from that game. It was painful, man. It was really painful. But these days, it's better. More people are playing more modern Kirby material. They're learning more about more modern Kirby things. And to that end, that's a really good thing. And I hope it keeps going that way, because since Forgotten Land, things have... Kirby knowledge and lore is more widespread, even if it's largely inaccurate most of the time. But yeah. I think Mark should be popped like a balloon. I mean, that's what he deserves. But we say it with affection. I hope next Smash we see Magalore. Or hell, I was even banking on Adeline a little bit. I thought maybe Adeline would be like a surprise pick that like nobody would really be thinking of. I thought it was possible. Mainly due to the fact that Adeline at that point, like, I don't think Kirby 64 in general had a single spirit in the entire campaign. And I thought to myself about why that could be. And I thought, what if they're going to add Adeline? What if they're saving at 64 spirits for Adeline? Because, like, spirits deconfirming characters, like, that had been, like, dealt with. But there's still, like, there was no new remixes. We only had the 02 remix that we got back in Brawl. There were no spirits. She was in Star Allies, so this information might have gotten back to them long before they were actually announcing her. I thought it was possible. I sort of expected Morpho Knight, but they have Meta Knight, so I guess that was far-fetched. I feel like they'd add... You know, I feel like they'd add Galactonite before they would add Morpho Knight. But yet, here Morpho Knight is actually being canon now, before Galactonite was. Actually being in the main timeline before Galactonite. I find that so fucking funny still. You show up in several games in side modes, being present but never actually part of the main things going on in the game. And then the fucking new kid just shows up and rips that from you before you ever got it. The fucking butterfly. It's so funny. He got cannoned. Yeah, exactly. Morpho Knight before Galactonite. That's so funny. So maybe they wouldn't have done Galacta before Morpho. Bro, these feathers are taking me fucking decades, dude. And I don't feel like I'm simplifying them super well. Maybe they are simplified plenty. I think being more detailed would be like adding like more lines and stuff to them, like making them look more organic, but just keeping them simple shades I think still works within my style. Got the... I have to make these a little larger. Honestly. Oh yeah, we got the most Rise core track coming on now. Yeah, it's a good thing I did this on its own layer on accident because this makes this job so much easier. Happy little accidents. As artists with afros would say. Does Bob Ross's hairdo technically classify as an afro? Or is it like a different kind of style? What else would you call that? Because I've never heard the term. No idea? Yeah. If there is a term, I've never heard it yet. But for right now, I will say Bob Ross has an afro. Because what else do you fucking call that shit, dude? I can't wait to get some food after stream. I'm getting peckish. Not sure if I'll do both wings or not. I think it would be good for me to, like, show this wing to the client and, like, see what he thinks. Because maybe he won't like it. Possible. Maybe he'll be like, I don't like it that much. So maybe I should just do the one wing and send this to him and see what he thinks. Because he has not been showing up to these streams. He knows they happen. He knows I'm streaming it. But maybe he's busy. I like to do streams for comms because it gives the client an opportunity to, like, come in and, like, ask for changes, like, in the middle of the process. Instead of sending it and waiting for a response for who knows how long. And most people usually do show up, but not lately. It's not even that I'm not DMing him about it. He's in the server. He knows that he's getting pinged for this. The same way he gets pinged for movie nights. They can never join because I do them at like 12 a.m. after work. Flashback to when Circuit was talking about the fact they hadn't watched that that 2-hour Doug video I sent him. And I just we made a joke about doing it for a movie night, and I just immediately did it, and it was one of the best ones we'd had. But everyone was delirious by the end of it. But darn people knowing you're streaming, but... Man, darn people knowing you're streaming but not coming around couldn't be me, yeah. I mean, you just disqualified yourself. I cringe. Hope you're having a good day today, buddy. Hope things are going well on your end. Yeah, maybe after I wrap up this wing, I might just call it there. Bit of a short stream, but like he's starting to take good shape now that I like detailed his body a bit. I'll fluff out the wings later, but that's not gonna be hard. Homework took forever, but fine. Otherwise, I feel that with those midterms, buddy. Hell, I have an assignment that's due Saturday that I have to work on before work tomorrow. That's gonna be fun. Right, and then more round feathers. Then we'll be good. Finish my line art, so it's time to speedrun coloring. Dude, the reason I take so long as my sketches is... I assume you've seen a few of my pieces at this point. Docs. I have a bit of a pseudo-lineless style, so largely my sketch is my line art. And then I go and I follow that later. So, like, this is what I'm going to be following. For all the coloring I do, because the coloring just follows the line art and then I like kind of differentiate it later. If you show up for like the next for when I actually do start my coloring, like you'll see what I mean. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Do a few of these, get more of a feel for it. Yeah. Like around here, it starts to widen up a bit. There we go. Just hate coloring and line arting and sketching. Maybe I should pick another hobby joke. Yeah. Bro, I don't know how so many other, like, people who I know that draw or, like, do such a fast and efficient job. 'Cause this shit, it takes just so long for me to, like, process it all. Don't get me wrong, I like arting, but it's, like, it's one of those things where it's just, like, I want this has to stay a hobby and an occasional, like, side gig. I can't make this a career. I don't have the patience, bro. I'll leave that to me majoring in economics. Now, one thing I think I've just noticed I'm doing, I'm making them, like, skinny at the... I'm making them skinny and then wide, and I think that's what's been making them look kind of iffy. Like, they should be like this. I think that's been the crux of most of my issues. Very fair, who my food is done, BRB. How dare you go eat? How dare you get sustenance? I am your food. Go get your food. Go eat. I need to soon. Good old Volstrax theme. Always there to pick me up when I'm down. All Volstrax do is goes up. That break's actually coming up. Fuck it, we'll go a little longer. Just to wrap up this wing. It won't be too much longer, but it'll do. So for right now, this is going to be a good opportunity for y'all to go get some water, get some snacks, use the bathroom, get some food, do whatever y'all humans need to do. As soon as we come back, we wrap up this wing, and then we probably find someone to raid for the day. So, with all that being said, bye for now. Howdy, everybody. Howdy, humans. Hope you all had a good break. Hope you got done what you need to get done. Pork loin and Dr. Pepper, well-balanced meal. Nice, nice, nice. Dude, so I check my social media during the little breaks. Just a quick, like, little glance to see how things are going. I am at, on Blue Sky, 123 followers. I have been on this platform for less than 2 weeks. I lost so much, like, mental health, self-esteem, have doubted myself as a content creator multiple times due to Twitter, and also just, well, but at least I have people in, like, chat that, like, are constantly talking to me and, like, actually want to be here. But on Twitter, I never felt like I could reach anyone, and I felt like nobody actually gave a shit. Just the massive difference. God, fuck Twitter. Fuck Twitter. Like, I don't care if it's me being in starter packs or elsewise, like, this fucking difference is insane. I am never going back. Christ all fucking mighty. Fuck Twitter, fuck algorithms. Fuck Twitter, fuck algorithms. I am fully convinced at this point, dude, that the whole reason algorithms were even implemented on sites like Twitter, like YouTube, like elsewise, maybe less YouTube because I still do find small people occasionally, but I am so fucking convinced that algorithms exist solely to keep the popular people popular. At least on Twitter. Christ almighty. It is just wild how big the difference has been. I've literally felt my mental health improve since switching to Blue Sky. Like, I am so much more, like, less prone to, like, massive bursts of depression lately. So I'm not, like, seeing, like, literally everything else around me, like, do crazy while I'm just sitting here feeling lucky that I have anyone looking at my shit. Even if it's, like, 1 or 2 people. Like, my shit actually, like, just reaches random people now. I just run into shit, dude. Like, I just found, like, some cool looking, like, black hole VTuber that, like, just followed me. And I, like, looked at her design and I thought, like, this is super cool. Somebody super cool, like, noticed me and just decided to look at me for 5 seconds. That's wild. That's crazy. This shit never happened back on the old fucking hell site. I had Twitter for like 3 days back when the pandemic campaign was so awful I refused to leave Tumblr. I don't blame you. I thought about going back to Tumblr a couple times, just making a new one. The issue was I didn't really know of any like VTubers who like advertise like primarily through Tumblr, and like I felt like kind of shitty if I just clogged up anyone's feeds with like my fucking like, oh I'm streaming fucking Rain World, everyone come by. Everyone show up to my shilling. Oh, like it just like for a site like Tumblr, like that felt more like grody to me, and I really didn't want that. But like Twitter and like things like Twitter are like more built for that. So I primarily stayed in my place over there, even though it sucked. And now I'm on Blue Sky, and, like, I'm actually, like, kind of happy to be there. I actually look forward to looking at it. And not just crossing my fingers praying that anything I posted got to anyone's feeds. Particularly people that I actually cared about and wanted to see my shit. Like, my most consistent ones were, CC and Sui. And I appreciate them so fucking much for that, by the way. Because I appreciate it for her already, but now I really appreciate it, dude. Because holy fuck? I was, like, I can only assume I was suppressed that much. So the fact that they were able to see me that consistently at all is, like, wild to me. Now. Crazy. Easy, if you're still in chat, like, dude, thank you. For real. I probably wouldn't still be doing this if it weren't for you, the likes of you, Circuit, and Sui. And Rami. Good eye too, though he doesn't really stop by the streams. He just kind of supported me on there. I appreciate him all the same. I know like one and they had an audience behind them before they started VTubing. Yeah. And the site as it is just really isn't built for that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, sites like Twitter and Blue Sky are like more malleable in how you use them. You could use them for fucking anything, really. It's like a pseudo blog slash promotion platform. I don't really know how to describe what Twitter is. Because it has elements of, like, everything. It's kind of just a little, like, amalgamation of multiple social medias in one. A blog light. It's also kind of got, like, bits of forum in it, too. It really is an amalgamation of, like, everything. It is a platform. I guess in that respect, I can't really blame Musk for trying to make it sort of an all-in-one platform, because that's kind of what it was built to be. But congratulations, you were a broken clock and you were right for a second. A nanosecond. Because I know people groaned about that, but now that like I'm talking about that, I guess that's one of the more reasonable things he did. Everything else, though. Guys, can I talk about how I've seen 2 Cybertrucks in the wild and I already have felt my health decrease? Somebody end me immediately. A bloggle. He wasn't a broken clock, he was an incorrect clock. Also true. A broken clock where, like, occasionally, like, just through, like, random chance of the universe, like the Earth, like, slowly losing, like, seconds throughout its life and its rotation slowly slowing. Eventually, he is correct exactly once. I saw a Cybertruck with a tram stamp. Dude, that's even worse. Ugh. The wing is done. The wing is done, but I really don't expect that to take me a little longer than 11 minutes. But I can't really think of anything I could work on right now that wouldn't, like, take up an excessive amount of time. I mean, maybe I can detail, like, these little bits on his mouth. Whoa. Look at that. That sure is that weird pseudo cheek meat that creatures have. What is this called? Like this little bit where, like, the mouth opens and it's, like, kind of exposed. What the hell is that called? Is it literally just cheek meat? Oh no. Membrane? Okay, yeah. That word escaped me. The mouth brain. God, this is eternally going to be one of my favorite songs that we have on the playlist. It is such a vibe. It's such a good vibe. But yeah, I guess we'll run that wing by him and we'll see what he says. That's a good-ass wing, though. I might have to simplify it a little more later. But that's a bridge I'll cross when I get there right now. Overall, this is shaping up really fucking well. I'm gonna send this over to him. Like, compare... let me just show again, for reference, what we were working with last time. When I first started. Oh my god, he looks awful. Fucking sock puppet looking ass. I'm so glad I restarted. You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Even the eye, like, I kept, like, some aspects of it, but I just made it look nicer. Just made it look so much nicer. Let me go ahead, take this, paste it, and I'll just sally forth for today. Sucks we had such a quick ad break, but c'est la vie. Or whatever works in a foreign language. Where is he? Where's the bastard? Where is this dumbass? There he is. How are we looking so far? God, I love when I just make something that I just think looks good. It's the best feeling in the world. I can't wait to hate this in a month. Alright. Who are we dropping on today? Who are we hitting with that Ryzia smash? I have to remember that I have a raid message today. I have to remember that. I have to recall that. Okay, we got a few people. God, I'm so tempted to go to Meryl's stream and tell them to get the fuck back in the sweatshop. I don't get many opportunities to raid them, though. I also wanna hit... I have not hit them with a single raid, either. I haven't hit them once. I think I have hit that Hikaru once. Yeah, I hit that Hikaru already. Yeah, I haven't raided Rose ever. So let's do that. Yeah, alrighty. We're gonna hit up Lady Rose. They're a buddy of mine. I met them through a little thing that has not had a single thing else said about it really yet. But they're super cool. They got a new model lately. They're very sweet, so y'all go be sweet to them too. I'm gonna send you over there. Go show her some love. Go show her some good dragon love. As for raid messages, if you are subbed, here's a good little message with the Fumos going on there. But otherwise, if you have not subbed to me, if for whatever reason, whether you're just don't have a lot of money or you just hate how my face looks one way or the other, there's something for y'all to use too. As for, oh shit, I didn't realize the first message isn't working properly. Aw, man, I gotta fix that. Okay, use the poor message. Everyone use the poor message today. I didn't realize that one wasn't working. I'll get it fixed up, I promise. But for right now, as for what's going on next week, for Halloween, we're going to be doing Lethal Company and Amnesia Dark Descent. As for what's happening Tuesday is definitely going to be Shipwrecked. I'm going to see if I can get someone to hold my hand during that. But for Wednesday, I know I said I'd do Twitch Integrated Rain World, but I'll be real with y'all. I've had to, like, skip so many weeks with commission. I want to make up lost ground a little bit, so I might just do art on Wednesday. I don't know. I'll hash that out later. But for right now, y'all go show Rose a good time. Y'all have a good day, night, afternoon, wherever y'all are, whatever the fuck y'all are doing. And y'all have a good one.